Podcast. Nice harmony. Thank you. There's 5 people in the room now.
We're being audited by Ben.
Audited.
Yeah, Ben is sitting here listening. Not sure if Ben will pipe up at any point.
I'm listening to every word you say.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have Alisha. The whole channel is here.
The whole channel is here.
The Chol channel. Alright, so for this zany episode of Hit the Hay, our wacky discussion topic is the death of the American dream. Or was it ever even alive to begin with?
Oh, gosh.
Discuss.
Oh,
or was it all a dream?
We're just jumping right into the news.
Let's just jump right in.
What is there to jump into?
Dude, the death of the salesman.
The death of the salesman.
The death of the salesman.
The
salesman.
All of the salesmen have dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, how will capitalism now?
They won't.
The salesman, his death, capitalism, America.
Maybe his son will be happy with those horses.
Well,
probably not.
Sam, you're starting off this comedy podcast by asking about the death of the American dream. I must ask you, before we truly get started on this, what are your thoughts?
That the American dream was maybe there was a 2-year window where you really could just be in the right place at the right time and work hard and get rich. But that was sometime in the 1800s, so yeah.
And if you're a straight white man.
Yeah.
Straight white man. Oh wait, we talked about Paul Vernon in the last episode.
Well, now that we've discussed that,
Hooray.
Well, and here's my actual discussion topic. Pitch me, Samuel H.B. Hanley, a video game.
Just throw it at you?
Yeah, just give me a pitch. I'm an executive at EB Games Junior Australia.
I don't think that...
And we're stuck in an elevator together. The elevator is stopped completely. And, we're going to wait for 2 hours for the rescue crew to show up.
And
you're going to use this opportunity to pitch your video game to me because I literally am a captive audience.
The elevator will only resume function once our pitch is complete.
Yeah, exactly.
They're watching on the cameras.
And I like how it's EB Games,
EB Games Junior Australia.
Electronic Boutique Games.
Junior Australia.
And this isn't even EA Games, which actually makes video games.
No, this is EB Games. The retail.
And I don't think that EB Games is specifically a Canadian thing. It's just GameStop everywhere else.
Or games made by E.B. White, the author of Charlotte's Web.
Sure.
That is
I
his
don't
side hustle. I don't think making video games.
Wait, did E.B. White write Charlotte's Web? Heck, I just that was just the association, that was just the book that I immediately
I think you
associated.
Insulted an entire niche.
Either that or you were right and now insulted them by doubting yourself.
The entire community of pastoral children's novels
the Charlotte's Web stands.
is livid.
It's a novel by E.B. White.
Heck yeah!
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Alright,
job.
so because you said that, Ben, you pitch me your video game first. It should be original, fun, funky fresh.
Yeah, of course. Well, my video game is going to be an original
We're in an
concept.
elevator. Not that much. We're in an elevator.
Oh. It's going to be a one-on-one fighting kind of game.
Okay.
Where you could be multiple characters from different games coming together to fight each other.
Okay.
But it's kind of cartoony, so it's not too violent.
Are you just saying, is this just Smash Brothers?
No.
No.
Are you
It's
just
totally different.
pitching me
It's
Smash
one-on-one, so this is Marvel vs. Capcom.
Or
Okay.
any of the Capcom fighters.
Okay, so what sets this apart? What's going to make the average gamer go into our EB Games Junior Australia?
First off, Sam, I need you to lean back. Yeah, freaking.
Alright. But what really sets this game apart? And how are you going to get the licensing for all of these characters that you want
Great
to
point.
include?
It's VR.
Oh.
So
It's a 2D VR fighter?
Yes.
Yes. it
So
is.
you can only when you move your head, you just see the
Like it's like a
environment.
panoramic, you know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
But you can only move and
Back,
fight in
forward.
one direction.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it teaches kids how to take out their frustration on other characters, which are actually other children.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
in real life.
And so what's
Yeah.
this? What's the title of this?
Kids fighting kids.
Okay, that sounds like a real good fit for our brand of EB Games Junior Australia.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also confused by the fact that the CEO of EB Games Junior Australia is not in fact Australian.
No, why would he be?
EB Games is a Canadian thing.
Not EB Games Junior Australia.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What kind of merger had to happen there?
Quite a few. Quite a few.
It's sort of like amoebic, what's the word?
Mitosis?
Like when they split apart, that's mitosis?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
mitosis.
Yeah.
Convergence.
No, that's when they come together.
Divergence.
Divergence.
I
Other-
love that book.
Yeah.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
All right, let's get another elevator.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
I got one. Okay. What's that game that Mark played that I liked a lot?
Oh, Doom.
Doom. It's Doom. But except
Okay.
the fact that except when he asks you questions and tells you to go places, they're all morality questions. So they're like,
Oh.
it's like
Doom? Question mark?
does the Doom is gay? And no, but
True.
yes. If you were wondering, but
The Doom does is gay.
thank you. And yeah, so they'll ask like, "Oh, you're on a boat, would you kill like your best friend or the five other like
You're on a boat,
Or the
would you kill your
500
best friend?
That's
Yes.
You kill your best friend or the 500 demons that are trying to kill you. What a quandary.
There's a clear answer here.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I don't
so
like
you're
friends.
punched with all of that, and the whole time that's happening, the turn down for what is playing like blasting in your
Oh,
ears.
gosh,
Nice.
we're taking it all the way back to like 2016.
Yes, we are.
Was Turn
Okay.
Down for what? 2016?
I don't know, I'm not a cop.
I feel like that was even earlier.
Yeah, it might have been.
Okay.
That was. I feel like I
High
remember
school
that.
when that
Yeah.
happened? So yeah, that would
All
be
right.
like 2016.
And what's the title of this game? I like it.
I was looking everywhere and he's smelling it. Poor, yeah.
That's a good title as well.
Sorry.
I was
Sorry,
looking
guys.
everywhere and he's smelling it.
Yes.
That's the name.
That's
of
the name of the
That's the
game.
name of the
That's
game.
my game.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I think I'm gonna go off of the fighter one, but this is gonna be more of a Smash Bros. Sort of format, so you could
Okay.
have, more than 2 or 3 characters at a time. And
Smashing.
It's all gonna be literary characters.
Okay, like Jean Valjean?
Sure, Jean Valjean could be fighting Frodo, could be fighting Wilbur from Charlotte's Web.
There you go.
You know those
The fence?
decimal places where it's 0.99 repeating? Like there's you could put a line over it and it makes
Yeah.
it repeat.
Yes, and
Could
I'm
you
wondering why.
imagine if that you put that line over Jean Valjean and it would just go Jean Valjean, Valjean, Valjean?
Jean Valjean repeating?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
good old Jean Valjean.
Sorry, that's my
Infinite
input.
Jean Valjean.
There is a Les Miserables fighting game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Do they sing the whole time?
No, they fight.
While
Do
singing.
you hear the people?
Not anymore.
Do you hear the people Hadouken?
PK Revolution!
So so I like main Phantom of the Opera, and I'm
Yeah.
and I'm punching out the Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so what happens next?
Jay Gatsby just throws money at you to use his special
Yeah.
attack.
His counter is that he pulls out the green light to distract you.
I haven't read Great Gatsby since I was in grade
I've
11.
only
and
seen the movie.
I remember hardly
I just
anything.
know there was
about
a
it.
green light and the guy with
Yeah.
glasses who's apparent god.
Oh, relatable content.
Mm.
I can't read.
Relatable content.
Yeah.
And what's this game called?
The game The game is called
Game
English Class.
Okay.
Ooh.
PA English Lit.
No,
Alright.
wait. It's called Class Act.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Now, Emmett, I'm going to give you a special challenge because you're my special brother. Do not use the phrase, it's like blank, but blank. So don't say it's like this game, but this.
That's one of the main ways to pitch something.
Exactly. So I'm challenging Emmett to not do that.
Well, actually, my game is an adaptation of the RPG I came up with on the last episode.
Oh.
So it's like the Serial Masters.
Serial killers?
I think it was called
yes.
Crunch Masters or
Crunch
something like
Masters.
Mm.
that. And it's an adaptation of Crunch Masters.
So it's like Neverwinter Nights?
Yeah, and the way that you play it is by eating cereal. Like, you have to hook up your bowl of cereal to your game system. And by the frequency and speed of you eating the cereal, you progress in the game.
You master the crunch?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, sort of like, I'm thinking one of those, like, almost like point and click style, but you have to, like, fish around in your soup bowl to, like, point and click properly.
Wow, cool, Emmett. I hate it.
What
You
kind
have
of
to be
cereal
used-
is this?
Well, you have to buy the like, you get, there's different, like, specs in the game based on the different cereal that you're eating.
Oh.
You gotta, like, scan the barcode or, like...
Yeah, or, like, once you plug it into your special bowl, your cereal will, like,
And you have
be
to be
scanned
using
by it.
you have to be using a metal spoon so that it conducts
Yeah, there's, like,
properly.
this is one of those games where you have to buy, like, a whole bunch of, like, peripheral, like,
Mhm.
equipment. Like, you have to buy the specific bowl and the specific spoon.
Can I get a Tony the Tiger amiibo?
Yeah, you 100% can, but you have to put it in the bowl and eat cereal around it.
Oh, I'm understanding.
Yeah,
It's coming together.
it's
Yeah.
so, like, and again, if you get too full on your cereal,
You
can-
die in real
yeah,
life.
you die in real life. That's actually
Wow.
if you die in the game, you die in real life, and the way that you die is by eating too much cereal.
It's super cereal.
And like it
now.
can tell, like, at first it's pretty basic, but like as the patches come out
Nice.
and the updates, it can even scan like different kind of milk you're using.
You can
Like
get
if you got like 1%, 2%
Almond milk?
almond milk,
Nice.
Strawberry
lactose-free
milk?
Banana milk?
strawberry.
that's another. The flavored milks are another couple of like things.
That's
down the
another
line.
expansion.
Like, if you're like using Nesquik, it's gonna like totally gunk up the system for the
Mm.
first few months until they release the bug patch.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Is
Until
it
they
possible
release
to
the
run out of
nicotine patch. Ooh-wee.
yeah.
Can you run out of milk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you run out of milk in
Real
the
life.
game, you run out of milk in real life.
And then you
use
die.
Yeah, if you again, that's another one you have to like wait for the few balance patches to come out. But eggnog will be like eggnog is like
Eggnog support.
hard mode because
The
you
holiday
will get
patch.
sick. You will get ill if you eat eggnog with cereal in the
I
quantity
have.
required
Okay.
in the quantity
I
required.
definitely
to
have
play
done
this
that
game.
in real life.
Gotten
Did you
sick
put
from eating
sanitizer
eggnog
in
with
it?
cereal.
What?
If you put other liquids in there, it'll probably short out the system.
What about other
Like-
solids?
Like there are mods and hacks that people come up
Like
with.
you just fill it with marbles?
So, like somebody like is able to hack the game and able to fill it with
You can, like,
sanitizer. And
Jailbreak your bowl of cereal.
yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's the game.
And here's Sam's pitch.
Mm.
Connor, you can be the CEO of EB Games Junior Australia.
Okay.
Lucky guy.
So, listen, I know we're stuck in this elevator. I know we're running out of air. And I know you really need to get to your nephew's recital. But, hear me
My
out.
son, my nephew has been practicing the bagpipes for months.
Yeah, so, but listen, pal, friendo. Can I call you pal, friendo?
You can call me pal, but don't call me friendo.
Okay, pal.
Only my wife calls me friendo.
Hey, friendo.
Okay.
Frendo's my father.
If you call me friendo too often, I'm going to have to leave this elevator very quickly.
Okay,
For
so,
reasons I will not disclose.
So, first of all, I'm going to hit you with the title. It's a snappy title. Dead Baron.
Okay. How do you spell Baron?
B-A-R-O-N.
Okay.
B-E-A-R-O-N.
No, because you see, Manfred von Richthofen
Oh, yeah.
has
Yes.
been resurrected from the grave, and he's taken to the skies once more.
Again?
Yeah. And And so every undead with a pilot's license is like, well, I gotta get in on this. And so it's basically like,
Which means it's gonna be like madness up there. There's gonna be so many of them.
exactly. And it's kind of like you've got your vampire pilot, you've got your witch pilot, you've got your quote unquote not actually Satan pilot, you know. And it's kind of like there's a fleshed out story mode that's definitely the main selling point, but there's also like, you know, online support for if you want to like get into aerial dogfights, you know.
Yeah. How realistic is it?
Like I want to put it like somewhere on the level of stylization of somewhere around Borderlands or Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
So it's fairly stylized.
Sure.
And like all the planes themselves are definitely very themed.
Yeah.
Sort of like wacky races.
Yeah, a little bit. And they all have like specific weapons and specific other effects on their planes. Like the vampire's plane is like a big old bat-looking glider.
And
So it's like
instead of
wacky races, but planes.
and
Yeah.
instead of a
But it's also
I poked a hole in your...
but it's also Ace
Pitch.
Combat and it's also Overwatch.
it's also Ace Attorney.
Yeah, there is an Ace Attorney section of the game. It's a little out of
where you
place, but,
where you sue the dead Baron.
You know, it fit really well in with the overall like story themes of the game, but as far as like a gameplay mechanic, it felt very jarring.
Yeah, and here's my thing, is that just like the real Manfred von Richthofen, the dead Baron himself,
As we all know him.
yes,
Our best friend.
his actual playstyle in the game mirrors Manfred von Richthofen, in that he's not very acrobatic or flashy. He's just like a sniper of the air, and has abilities that are related to aiming and one-shotting and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because even though he was like, people get this idea that Manfred von Richthofen, he was the best pilot, so he must have been doing like super flips and stuff and constantly barrel rolling. But no, he was actually really good at shooting people, and that's kind of what gave him the edge.
He's really good at shooting people,
Well, he
which
really-
is why he was so good
Yeah,
at
so
flying.
he really couldn't have been the best pilot if he wasn't doing cool flips.
No, but here's the thing: is that he was a serviceable pilot. You know, he was good, but the thing that he was really good at was shooting people.
But the thing that you really need to be good at, if you want to call yourself a pilot of any sort of esteem, is to be able to do cool flips.
Yeah.
Like, and by that status, Manfred von Richthofen was not a good pilot.
No.
He
if
was
he's
just
not
good
doing
at killing
cool flips,
people.
Then why do I want to play as this
Why
guy?
are we making a video game about
Well,
it?
if you don't like Manfred von Richthofen's playstyle, you can play as one of the other, much more flippier pilots.
And I'm glad
Yeah.
you're in this elevator
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
And there's definitely one character who's a whole bunch of gremlins who are constantly destroying the plane that they are currently in.
Is the plane that they're currently in also made of gremlins?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Just made of gremlins.
It's yeah.
Yeah, just a massive
Yeah.
The plane is
amalgamate gremlin throbbing horde.
in a trench coat.
And now,
Glued together.
Yeah.
and there's definitely two separate mummies. One of which is on like that sort of weird little ornithopter that they found at an Egyptian tomb. That's
First
like a weird little
question.
paper.
Oh, I thought you said mommies.
No.
There are mommies as well, but what is an ornithopter?
It's like the weird little bird throwy paper airplane thing that they once found in an Egyptian tomb. And they're like, so the Egyptians had powered flight. Well, no, they didn't. They made a paper airplane once. But anyway, so that's a big one. And the other one is just,
I hardly know her.
No.
and the other one is just like, and the other one is just like in a big old floating pyramid that's just floating around in the sky. And he's like, hey, I'm in a pyramid.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's like full on like, and the pilot is just like Pyramid Head from Silent Hills.
No, he's a mummy.
Well,
There's a
Fine.
different Silent Hills themed. There's
That's-
a different Silent Hill themed pilot.
That's a DLC.
Yeah. No, it's like Dead by Daylight where they
Doing Kojima dirty.
where they just start randomly like getting like actual like serial killer characters from other media and just putting them in planes. Like any character that ends up in Dead by Daylight, it's just automatically any character that is from an actual film that ends up in Dead by Daylight also ends up in Dead Baron. Just like in a plane. Like you've got Michael Myers, he's in a plane.
nice.
He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's in there.
Who gave this man a flying license?
Freddy Krueger never flown a plane in his life, but he's in the
Okay.
air.
But if there is like actually either a actual Freddy Krueger or b a Freddy Krueger like character, he's definitely has a plane that's like his face, you know.
I'm imagining it's like a biplane, but with like the propeller that like
Yeah, is his face.
yeah, the propeller like the nose is the propeller's coming out of the nose of his face.
Yeah.
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 Nice. These are some good ideas, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we did it.
Next up, pitch me your Dead Baron OC.
Wow, we're getting real self-contained here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're
Are
just.
y'all planning on like playing more games?
Nah, we've done the Game Boys for today.
Game Boys?
Oh no, like
Game Boy
on the
Advance?
podcast.
Oh yeah, we still got we're only 20 minutes in.
We haven't done our wiki surf yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
We saved that till the
I
end.
want there to be one round of snake oil.
Oh, hell yes.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever played this game before?
Snake oil doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Oh, explain it.
Okay, so I write a bunch of random words down in a bowl,
Okay.
or what Connor and I have been playing when we're just like waiting at a bus stop is just picking the first two random words off of our
It's
head.
really fun.
So yeah, don't look at me like that. So
As
for
I'm looking
example,
over
Yeah.
like thread.
Looks the opposite direction. Don't look at me like that.
So if the two words I pick are like thread and light, I'll give Connor those words and he has to come up with a startup or like a
product.
product, sorry,
Yeah.
and pitch it to me.
Oh.
And sell it to me.
Yes,
and then
okay.
I have to invest. He has to get me to invest in it.
Okay.
And he has to tell me what I will get if I invest in it.
Yes.
Do you want to do a trial run just now between you and I?
Yeah, sure.
Ready?
Wait, can I write the things?
You can write the things.
Okay, cool.
We
Do
need
you
to
have a
write-
bowl
You
and
don't have to
paper?
write.
We
You
don't
don't
have-
have to write. You can
Just
just
come up with words.
just-
All right.
Say words.
All right.
Weenie burger.
No, Connor, pitch me, Triceratops falafel.
Triceratops falafel. Are you getting tired of your same old falafel meat varieties?
Yes.
Good. Introducing
End of pitch.
Introducing Triceratops falafel. We remodeled Jurassic Park to become a livestock farm. Don't ask about the ethics of it; they're not good. Bringing you only the highest quality Triceratops meat for your falafel.
And will this be a joint venture?
Joint venture is what you said in your garbled Englishman voice. Yes. Me and my investors will be exploring the best ways to serve our Triceratops falafels, as well as experimenting with the possibilities of other dinosaur meats. You know, we got the entire Jurassic Park at our disposal.
Flavors and
Excuse me?
the different flavors.
Different flavors.
Get Deinonychus falafel.
We're currently focusing on Triceratops meat. It's a fairly new.
What about Monoceros?
I haven't done much research into that one yet, but we're very ready to. We're looking forward to exploring our options.
If it walks, it can be falafel.
Yes,
Oh God.
that's our motto.
All right, so I figure the way to do this is since I gave one to Connor, now Connor gives one to someone else, and then we.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Also,
Let's get that on a t-shirt.
if you invest, we will send you one Triceratops egg to raise on your own.
To eventually become a falafel.
Investment.
Excuse me?
Investment.
Investment. Cool. Thank you.
Ben just
Okay.
took off his shirt and walked away.
Yeah, he does that.
Relatable content.
Sometimes
Okay.
he trips over
Yeah.
stuff.
Emmett,
Okay.
your product is ukulele shoe.
Alright. Sir, it is a pleasure to run into you on this fine day. Have you ever wanted to make music. Good. I have invented this new item. It is known as the ukulele.
Oh,
Ukulele.
You can use this instrument on any occasion because all you need to do to play it is walk. You walk and you're just making beautiful sounds as you go. No matter what happens, no matter what situation you're in your life, if you just, if you and your beautiful wife are separating for the rest of your lives, you can walk away with a jolly tune. You're just walking and there's ukuleles going on. It sounds like a ukulele, but it's a shoe.
And maybe that'll convince Deborah to get back together with you. Who knows?
If you've ever thought about the way it feels when you're having a conversation with somebody, it's not going well, you want to leave and it's awkward, all you need to do is say, hey, watch this, and walk away with your ukulele playing, and they will be impressed. There is no other option for them to feel anything other than, hey, that's sort of neat.
You know, that's sort of neat. Nice C7 there. Nice.
Nice C-section there.
Yeah!
Wow.
Alright.
That's it, guys. Thanks
In
for
any
listening.
case,
That's
this
the end of
is
comedy.
my pitch, the ukulele investor die.
Oh.
I have a knife.
The ukulele is also a really useful murder weapon if you ever
Oh,
Like,
well,
who would
that's
suspect?
now you've got me sold.
Oh, also, top tier murder weapon. Okay, fill your shoe with water, put it in the freezer, and then bludgeon someone with your ice-filled shoe. No one will ever be able to figure out that murder weapon because when you let it melt, you just have a wet shoe, and I was like, you can't commit murder with a wet shoe.
Not with that attitude.
Well, yeah, but you know. So I just pitched you a top tier murder weapon in case you ever commit murder, guys.
In any
Nice.
case, the pitch was accepted.
Yes.
I've decided.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, Alisha.
Yes.
Here are my 2 words for you. Pancreatic literature.
Been waiting for this all evening. It's the afternoon time. Pancreatic literature. We have an utter lack in our society of more fiction related, or sorry, excuse me, bodily related fiction works of writing literature. And for the growing youths, I think it's very important that
Bury my heart at Wounded Knee.
What?
It's a
Moving on.
body-related work of literature.
There you go.
Excuse me, sorry, I don't know what that was. But yeah, I the growing youths of today, I think personally they need to learn more about their pancreas. and
True.
what better to do that than reading it in a book? And this book actually doubles as a pancreas. So when you open it,
It's a
you
pop-up book.
No.
When you open it, it produces insulin for your body. We solved diabetes.
Yeah, you just there's a few USB cords that you can just plug into yourself, and it gives
Don't
you
ask
insulin.
where.
It's like a dialysis machine?
A little bit. They're $1,000 a piece without tax.
Classic health
Yeah,
industry.
before tax.
Before tax and shipping. But
Before death and taxes.
if you would like to purchase our pancreatic literature novels and other fiction that we have and actual literal live pancreases, we will give you a free supply of other organs for
Yum.
a year.
Delicious.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
We can't, however, prove that they weren't stolen.
That makes sense.
If you're working with Sam in any capacity, they have definitely been stolen.
Hey, I bartered for those.
Yes.
Well, it's a hard sell. What are some of the titles in this book collection? What is the curated works within Pancreatic Literature?
Hamlet.
What to do about nothing. We've got what have we got? We've got there's a really hipster book that we're trying to get out for that specific niche. It's called Words. And we're hoping to sell it.
If you buy 3 of them, you get a free Hamlet.
No. We're trying to cater to those people, and we're if you purchase 3 of the book of Words, we will their fourth one will be 2% off.
And we'll also have titles such as Beauty in the Pancreas, Phantom of the Pancreas,
The Fault in Our
Lay Pancreas,
The Pancreas
That is
Thief.
all.
Moby Pancreas.
I'm investing in this.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a toonie in my pocket. That's the investment.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes far.
It will go so far.
It'll go right to your
Alright.
pancreas.
Since Ben mysteriously disappeared,
Is he in the bathroom?
He's just...
Ben, are you taking a shower?
that's definitely one of the better words you could have said.
Yeah.
Pardon? Why are you wearing a hat?
He's
And nothing, and only, and only.
Why are you wearing a hat? Nothing else.
I feel like Pikachu when you like choose that skin where it's just him in a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a hat.
You're like Detective Pikachu.
Okay, bye.
All right. Well, I guess you're giving 2 words to me then.
I
I am.
Yeah.
Water lace.
Has this ever happened to you? Oh no, I'm having trouble putting on my corset underwater. Well, look no further than water lace, the self-lacing corset that works underwater.
Nice.
Listen, we've all been there. Pool at 1 o'clock, steampunk convention at 1:30. We've all been there, but who has the time to put on a corset between then? So you just pull on the string and it laces itself up. You're having trouble breathing, but you're ready to go to the steampunk convention.
Which, honestly, if you're really living in a steampunk world, you're going to be having trouble breathing.
Yeah.
Ben walked out
Because of
wearing
all the
nothing
steam.
but a hat and shorts
Yeah, and a
And
toothbrush.
brushing his teeth.
Disgusting.
Okay, I would like to invest in this.
I'm glad to
Sounds
hear
pretty
it.
rad. What
What,
else
me
can I-
wearing a hat and shorts? And
No!
No, this
Thank you.
underwater corset.
What
okay.
else? What else do I get if I?
Well, you also get the underwater shoelaces. You gotta tie those yourself, though. Those aren't self-lacing.
Oh.
But do you have to like stay underwater the entire time?
Oh, yeah.
So
For
you're
the
most
entire
likely-
steampunk convention.
You're most likely going to drown while this thing is being laced up.
Well, not like you could breathe anyway.
Not like
Alright.
you could breathe anyway.
Yeah, because you're wearing a corset.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Did corsets, man. But yeah, I would like to invest 4 million toonies
Cool.
in.
Wow.
That's $8 million.
That's 8 million loonies.
Yeah. I really don't
That's
know why that
800
happened.
million pennies.
That's 32 million quarters.
Wow.
Look at this math
That's-
wizard
yeah.
over here. Jeez.
Math.
All right.
is-
Math, we do it
So
here.
next game, if you were a math wizard, what kind would you be? I would be a fractions
I would
wizard,
be
and
a
I would turn
fractions.
people into fractions of themselves.
I would be a necromancer.
Oh, you're bringing back those negative numbers?
They're becoming absolute values now.
My name is Quadraticus the Bold.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's about time to get to
Parabola
our.
wizard.
I think it's about time to get to our wiki surf.
Do it.
Now, I recommended the Celebrifeet wiki, where one looks at the feet of celebrities. This
No.
was shot down.
It's not shut
Wait,
down.
why was that shot down?
No, it's shot down. I'm shooting this down right here, right now.
Like the dead Baron would shoot down a plane.
Yes.
Exactly.
We're not looking at celebrity feet.
But he doesn't know how to do flips.
Yeah.
At least not on the podcast.
That's too bad.
So, instead, we are taking a trip to what is known as the Atrocious Gameplay Wiki. What we're going to need to do is first, the earlier part of this podcast was actually just foreshadowing. We're going to have to come up with another video game.
Oh gosh.
But then I'm going to give you an element of atrocious gameplay, and you need to explain why that is actually the central
Mechanic?
So
wait, do we
that
pitch
is
our
what-
game first and then you give us this mechanic?
It's up to you. You can either come up with the game first and ask me for a mechanic, or ask for a mechanic as a prompt.
So like an example atrocious mechanic would be having to use a bowl of cereal to play the game.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll find
All
that
right.
in here.
So I'm good with pitching and then you give me a mechanic.
Okay.
So here's my game.
Yeah, I just showered in there.
It was a fast shower. Anyway, my game is Hero of Cities, where it's kind of like Skyrim meets Mutants and Masterminds, in that you're a superhero, or meets Arkham Knight, in that you're a city meets Infamous, in that you're like a hero in this open world city, but you got to fill out your skill trees to get your skills.
I feel like
Okay.
that's just every game.
No, listen. There's not one that's an open world superhero RPG where you like can make your own costume and powers, you know? Like you go into the speedster skill tree and the lightning skill tree, and then you're Big Zappy Boy, and that's your hero name. And
Okay.
people will call you that in text, but they'll just call you Hero in the voice acted lines.
Okay.
Thanks, hero.
Yeah, like that.
So you're
Thanks.
You're
Mr.
atrocious.
Big Zappy boy. Hey, that's me.
your atrocious gameplay mechanic is called SNK Boss Syndrome,
Yeah.
which is a term often used to mock SNK Playmore for
Of
their
course.
tendency of making bosses in their fighting games ridiculously cheap and frustrating. So cheap and frustrating bosses.
Okay,
I
so...
don't like to spend money.
So the thing about this is that that you're essentially the Peter Parker of this universe, and that your life is just terrible 100% of the time, and like you're every villain you fight, every single one has absolutely maxed out stats, and it's to simulate being like a really unhappy hero whose life is all suffering.
Okay.
And you just constantly get thrashed by everyone around you.
Okay, so the ridiculously broken bosses are actually a narrative.
Like
Yeah.
a thematic.
They're a thematic thing, which is showing you this upstart hero who at first is so full of hope, but gets beaten down into the dirt so often.
Oh,
That's depressing.
it's a metaphor for living as a millennial.
Yeah, basically.
Well, okay, nice. I like that. Okay, Emmett, do you want to pitch a game first or get a?
Give me the bads first. I want to build it from there.
Okay. It's the Thundercloud from Mario Kart. From Mario Kart.
Oh, I know this.
The Wii version specifically, it says.
It is the only Mario Kart item that actively harms you more than it helps. Doodle doo doo doo. So you can only get it when you're doing badly. It is nearly impossible to pass the cloud once you. Oh, this one. I hate this one. Because it just, you get it and then it pops up and you have to deal with it and it gives you immediate anxiety.
Okay.
And if you don't pass it along to someone else, then it zaps you and only you.
Okay. So what I'm gonna say, my game is it's literally just Mario Kart, but you're playing as the Cloud, and everyone hates you. So like
this is like a Mario
you have to
ROM
wait.
hack.
Yeah, you have to essentially wait for the moment when somebody hits a one of the like question cubes.
Right. Item boxes.
The item boxes.
Question
and
cube,
you have
I
to
like
make
that.
sure that it's one of the ones that actually is your card, and you only get to play a race if you show up, if somebody gets the random box with you in it.
Nice.
But then you have to do everything in your power to just make this person miserable.
Nice.
And you just say very rude things to them, like, hey, nice driving, jerk.
Nice driving, baby Mario.
You're an infant.
You're an infant and don't qualify by any road laws.
Do
in
you
any
even
country.
have a driver's license?
You shouldn't. This is illegal. Why are you on the road? Somebody please call this child's mother. And that's the whole game.
Actually, canonically, the Mario Brothers were delivered by a stork to Yoshi's Island, and the seven star
Someone-
children-
Okay, how old is Mario?
7.
Like, random question.
I have heard that he is 25.
What? He has quite a mustache for
That's quite a
25.
stash for, yeah.
Well, that's quite a dad bod for 25. Like, he
That's-
looks like he's in his 40s.
And then,
I've
how
seen
old's Princess
25-year-olds
Peach?
with that kind of facial hair.
Well, yeah, I have too, but like with the facial sort of structure,
He
like,
looks middle-aged.
he looks miserable.
He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
If anything years, it's the terrain.
That kind of makes
It's
sense.
like the hands.
Can you also
man.
look
I'm 35.
At how old Princess Peach is?
What? Well, here's the thing: the first Princess Peach game, or the first game that Princess Peach appeared in, was 15 years ago. That does not necessarily mean that Princess Peach herself is 15.
In a 2005 interview,
Mario
Because
himself.
it says Mario was claimed to be in the 24-25 age.
yeah,
That is a thick stash.
yeah,
Wow.
I like to think that
I'm
he
a
was
25.
he was
The fact-
49.
I recently graduated the university. Well, actually, I went to trade school for literally everything.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a very, very knowledgeable individual.
Yeah.
Doesn't spend much of his time actually using much of it,
Yeah.
seeing as all of the pipes that he works with are big enough for him to
It's
just.
a Mario roast session, damn.
Yeah.
Mario, more like Boreo. Am I right?
Got it.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Alright.
We had a knockoff brand of Oreos in Egypt called Boreas.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. They tasted like actual butthole.
Wow.
It was
That's
terrible.
pretty tasty.
Now
Dude.
with artificial butthole.
Cool.
Now with real ass. Boreas.
Hey, listen. My mom listens to this podcast and she doesn't like any cuss words.
Frick.
Amen.
We did it. Okay, Ben, do you want to pitch the game first, or do you want game mechanic first?
Not gonna lie, I don't know what game mechanic means, so I wasn't listening.
So like some element of gameplay.
Like, press A to jump is a game mechanic. A very simple one. Or use your arrow to shoot at bees. That's a game mechanic.
Like just an element of playing the game.
Yeah.
In Mario games, you move to the right. That's a game mechanic.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, I'll talk about my game first, because this has been
Okay.
on my mind for a couple days.
Oh.
A lot of people have been getting into Club Penguin again lately,
How?
because Club Penguin's a lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
Right, but
Because Club Penguin slaps.
but how is it back? Like who?
Like it was gone for a while.
And
yeah,
now it's
it's
back.
shut down.
It is?
Yeah,
It's
but
back.
I'm pretty sure there's like new Club Penguin out there.
Really?
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Like they came up with they closed the old version of Club Penguin to replace it with like a newer version.
Oh.
But the newer version
I thought the company
New and
was
wasn't as
improved.
appealing.
I don't know.
I heard it wasn't as good, but or at least it didn't have the same aesthetic.
the same charm
Yeah,
of the weird, bulgy, googly-eyed penguins.
yeah, and like puffers. Is that
Yeah.
what they're called?
Still pretty
Little
cute.
pet? Like
Oh,
little-
puffins.
Puffins. Puffer.
Pengu.
Puffies?
Puff something.
It's a good show.
P. Diddy's.
Thank you.
Puff Daddies.
That's the ones.
Yeah.
Pitbull, Mr.
In any
Worldwide.
case, continue, Ben.
Yeah,
Interrupt.
so my game is actually the sequel to Club Penguin.
Oh,
So it's all the penguins that like were remade into the new Club Penguin that just don't want to be there anymore. They're kind of grown up and a little too cool for it.
Mm.
So this is
Like
called
George Clooney playing Batman?
Yeah, exactly. But this one is called Pacing Penguins. So these are the penguins that are like planning their escape to leave Club Penguin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of like Penguins of Madagascar.
So like
Yes.
Club Penguin is actually like a situation that the penguins don't want to be in, but these ones like they see through the matrix.
Yeah, so I like how I was thinking about it. It's like the guys in jail that are like trying to get their way digging out.
Yeah.
So it's like these penguins don't want to be there. They're trying to figure out the way to like get out of this
Mhm.
game to get to their own place.
And so is it like one big linear game, or is it like there are multiple branching paths for you to escape?
That's a good question. I think it's just one linear game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your atrocious game mechanic
I don't know.
is called Rudder Madness,
Mm.
which is originally from Mario Party 8.
It's a great idea.
It's a mini game
Mm-hmm.
that, while may sound intense, does not live up to its title, and it is instead a very boring experience because all all players are on lily pads that move extremely slowly,
Mm-hmm.
and the visuals are very lackluster. The entire area is just green and brown.
However, it does have one redeeming quality in that the music tries to make the game sound epic.
Oh.
So how does this Rudder Madness fit into your Club Penguin 2 Escape from Club Penguin?
Yeah, so
Electric Penguin, Lou.
Yeah.
Electric Booga Penguin.
how Rudder Madness works into Pacing Penguins is that the creators of Club Penguin put Rudder Madness in to try and put all these penguins in a bubble that they're all going to enjoy this game, but the penguins who want to leave hate it.
Ah,
So they're
Right.
trying to kill the other penguins
Oh.
playing Rudder Madness.
Rudder Madness is the catalyst
yeah, it's
for
the inciting incident.
yeah.
Like, the fact that Rudder Madness was added to Club Penguin just makes them...
They're just pissed.
This one, like, faction of penguins just like...
Paction of
Screw
penguins.
this. We're leaving.
Yeah.
We don't want this in our club. We're going to make our own penguin
Club.
club. And it's
Yeah.
going to be called Pacing Penguins.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, so it's another sort of story element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Elite. What are you doing with the batteries?
I'm trying to make a spark.
Oh!
I think she's trying to bring her like little teddy bear to life.
No, I
Rise, Theodore!
I
Live!
just
Live!
needed to pick something. What?
Uh,
I don't quite get it.
so,
Like, sorry.
okay. So, the way it goes is you either first come up with an idea for a video game, and then I give you a bad game mechanic that you have to make it actually like a central part of the
I
game.
have one. It's
Okay.
excellent. You know those, like the old Nokias, how they had the snake thing where
Sure.
the snake would eat? Yeah.
Mm.
It's an app that you can download on your phone that turns your phone into a Nokia so that you can play that game.
Oh.
So that's the game itself.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's pretty neat.
Thanks.
This is gonna be interesting. Your random game mechanic
Mama!
is Spider Guardian.
Oh my word.
Originally from Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Dark Souls.
Why does it suck?
Why it sucks. You are forced to fight it in your morph ball, which has janky controls. So you know how Samus can turn into a little ball?
Or Dark
Yes.
Samus?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can only be in morph ball form,
Mm-hmm.
which has terrible controls. The spider's design is bland and can do crazy amounts of damage. The process of trying to get to the bomb slots is tedious,
No, not the bomb slots.
as is using the morph ball bombs to jump, because that doesn't always work. Also, there are very few health pickups during the battle. The Spider Guardian moves very unpredictably and can easily catch you off guard. The Spider Guardian can also create electric fields around itself, which can not only do high damage, but can also go through solid walls.
Cool.
Okay.
Classic.
You don't have to read all of them.
I'm going to.
Okay.
There's also very
enjoying this.
scarce checkpoints, so when you get a game over, not only do you have to redo some of the puzzles that you did, but there's also an unskippable cutscene.
God.
And finally,
Love
this boss just feels more like a puzzle than an actual boss fight.
Huh.
And considering that this takes place after the Chica, there's
After
no
the-
excuse.
What does that sentence mean?
Can I ask what a
So-
chica is?
So it's a frustrating spider boss that you can only fight as a small robotic ball that lays bombs. Work this into your app that turns your phone
Sounds like
into
Pennywise.
a Nokia so that you
Okay.
can
Sorry.
The
So the
Nokia also
spider
turns into a
lays
spider,
bombs,
which
but you
attacks
have to
you.
defeat-
No.
Okay.
Or a
You,
clown.
as a small ball,
Mm-hmm.
lay bombs. And you can, and that's, and
That's
you
the
can't,
That's the
you
game.
can't be not a ball as you're fighting this spider guardian.
Okay, I get it.
So how do you work this into your...
It's still Snake. Like it's
Right.
just the Snake is.
It's just the snake game, as is. This changes nothing.
It's Snake. No,
Hmm.
but the snake is just in the ball and it rolls around
Okay.
while trying to. It's now Pac-Man. It's. I changed it. It's.
Oh.
Is that allowed?
I think so.
It's not...
We have no rules.
So the snake game itself is happening in the morph ball as you're trying to fight the spider
Yeah,
guardian.
it's very meta, but not meta. Also, it's just chaotic.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you.
My life.
Would you buy it?
Absolutely. I just need to know. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Finally my turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the mechanic first. And we'll
Mechanic
see.
first, build the game from there.
Okay, so the mechanic is the snow-capped galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy. Why it sucks. In order to even unlock this level, you need to feed the hungry Luma over 1,600 star bits.
Ooh, of course.
Which is way more than the previous Luma asked for.
I know, right?
Granted, that's not an issue, as you do know that you need to feed the star bits to hungry Lumas, but even that is a bit much. The main objective is to find all 3 star bunnies in this level, much like the first level. However, you have to do that on a time limit. Although you have 150 seconds to catch the bunnies, it is still hard to find and catch the star bunnies. You need to find all blue switches to open up the fire flower. This is easier said than done, as the area, as its name implies, is covered in snow. And although you can use the cursor to reveal it, there's a lot to clear away and it's not instant. The snow is annoying, has a significant slowing effect, and wastes your time. Finding the star bunnies is a pain, but chasing them down is even more annoying and painful due to the snow. The star bunnies can also mess you up while running, as they can turn very quickly and unpredictably, like a bunny.
Do they make more bunnies?
Yes.
That's what they're doing on
The planet itself is a pain. Wow.
Sorry.
You should be, honestly.
The worst part is, if you don't even find all 3 star bunnies in 150 seconds, not only will the star bunnies mock you, but you also lose a life. Why Mario/Luigi would lose a life after being mocked is beyond anyone's guess.
They're very sensitive. They
mock
die
you-
if they touch a turtle.
Yeah. Playing as Luigi makes this level even worse. It's because it's Luigi.
He's more sensitive.
Yeah.
Due to his traction and friction. So good luck trying to find the star bunnies with his slippery controls. Redeeming qualities, catchy music, level design is pretty creative, and it's an optional mission, so you can skip it if you want. So, this is a psychological horror game.
Wow.
It's very dark. You have to make your way through the cold snow while also keeping track that you're not getting hypothermia.
Yeah.
There's a temperature meter on the bottom of your screen showing you, how long you have before you freeze to death.
Bless.
The bunnies can come out of nowhere, and if they see you, they will mock you, which will slowly drain your health.
Oof.
That sucks.
Yeah. The only defense that you have is by eating an extremely dangerous flower which
Yeah.
causes fireballs to shoot out of your hands, which causes burning pain.
Ooh.
Like kind of a Bioshock kind of a thing.
Kind of.
Electro.
But it's your only, it's your only defense
Electro.
against these absolutely hideous bunnies that just keep flinging insults at you until you die or freeze to death.
Yeah.
Can you eat them?
You can, well, if you beat
You
the
can
game,
certainly
if you beat
try.
the game, you can cook them with your terribly painful fire powers.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. The meat is disgusting and
Tastes
And-
like eldritch horror.
exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. The whole thing feels like it's still the small planet
Yeah.
design from Mario Galaxy, but it feels like that crossed with Bloodborne.
I like how half of our like terrible game mechanics were from Mario games.
Yeah.
Kind of a Mario day.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's what
Well, this is
you ever
really
had.
a game development episode.
It really was.
Specifically with a bent on Mario.
Yeah.
All right,
Ah,
pitch me a
Roger.
Mario game. Mine is
Is
Mario.
Mario
for president. You gotta run for president, but you're Mario.
Mine is Mario Lasagna Simulator.
Oh,
You're
no.
Mario, but you eat lasagna.
Cool.
And then you realize that the room that you were eating lasagna in was Garfield the whole
Oh
time.
my god. And
He was
sometimes
so hungry.
sometimes he will say, that's a spicy meatball, but it's lasagna, so there aren't meatballs.
Yes.
That's a spicy lasagna. It just doesn't have the right punch. To it.
No.
No, it doesn't have the right ring.
Right, the swank.
The right
The
bibbity bop.
little put.
Epipe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The je ne sais quoi.
exactly. But in Italian.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for listening.
Podcast.
Podcast.
Cast.
Todd passed.
Wow.
Try a little harder next time, Ben.
Okay. Podcast.
Hey!
Nice. He nailed it. If you've got a specific wiki for us to explore in the next episode, let us know.
Or
in the
if you
comments.
are the revived corpse of Manfred von Richthofen.
Also, let us know. We would
If
love to.
you really want us to check out the Celeb Foot wiki,
We need.
Freaking tell us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If
We-
you
we will not report you to the FBI. Wink.
If you want us to perform Commedia dell'arte in full mask and costume on the podcast,
In front of
please-
your house.
in front of your house, please like, comment, and subscribe.
If
With
you
your
do,
address.
If you do, we will be there in 5
Your
seconds.
address and credit card number with the expiry date and 3 numbers on it.
Social
number.
security number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you want, you can subscribe and ring the bell. Those are things you can do. It's been a podcast. We'll see.
Podcast.
It's been a slice. I hope everyone at home has enjoyed our the fact that all of us have been in full Star Wars cosplay this whole time.
It's
Yeah.
time to hit the hay.